Buttigieg was interrupted by Black Lives Matter protesters at a campaign rally yesterday. Last week, there was a similar disruption at an event of his in California. Ed, remind us what's behind these protests.
They have essentially three concerns with him, Elaine. Number one, of course, is his well-documented management of the South Bend Police Department, his decision to part ways with a black police chief early in his mayoralty. And of course, there was the shooting last summer of a black man by a white police officer that forced Buttigieg to go home for about 2 weeks to sort that issue out. It is a lingering concern that has followed him across the country. The other two, homelessness in South Bend, driven in part by the third issue, gentrification. Concerns from these black activists that Buttigieg isn't properly accounting for their concerns, for the concerns of black residents of South Bend. And these protests come as even more data shows that Buttigieg is struggling mightily to find African-American support across the country. There was a comprehensive Washington Post poll released over the weekend of more than 1,000 African-Americans across the country. It found that he had just 2% support, whereas Joe Biden was running away with the field nearly 50% support. Buttigieg has made the argument over the course of the campaign that the more black voters get to know him, the more his support will increase. Well, the poll found that among black voters who knew who Buttigieg was, he had just 3% support, basically rebutting his argument and a sign that he has real weakness outside of a state like Iowa, which of course is predominantly white, in finding support among Latino and black voters.